It's a scandal that no one saw coming, but now it's the talk of the town. Kirk Frost and Mendeecees. Harris, two of the most controversial figures in the love and hip-hop franchise, have been completely banned from reality TV after years of stirring up drama, making headlines, and being a big part of the show's success. Their time in the spotlight has ended in a shocking and unexpected way. But what exactly happened behind the scenes? What went down that made the producers decide to take such a drastic step? Sources have confirmed that it all started with an explosive argument backstage, one so intense and chaotic that security couldn't even manage to control the situation. Cameras were rolling, tempers flared, and before anyone could intervene, fists were flying. And just like that, after years of being key players on reality TV, Kirk and Mendeecees, Harris are reportedly done for good. No more camera time. No more interviews. Just a harsh, undeniable reality they never saw coming. But hold on, there's more to this story than just one fight. Was it really just about that one altercation? Or was there something much deeper happening behind the scenes? Betrayals, secret alliances, and hidden truths, this scandal goes way beyond what anyone expected. Let's break it all down. The tension between Kirk Frost and Mendeecees. Harris had been building for weeks, though no one expected it to reach the point it did. What started as harmless jabs and light shade quickly escalated into a career-ending brawl that would shake love and hip-hop to its core. The incident took place at a private after-show taping an event where cast members were meant to air out their differences before the actual reunion episode aired. No cameras, no pressure, just a chance to clear the air. Or at least, that was the plan. But when you gather a group of reality TV stars, all of whom are known for their egos, past grudges, and desire for drama, you're just asking for trouble. And that night, trouble came in full force. Kirk and Mendeecees. Harris had never really been close, but they did have a mutual respect for each other at first. That was until recent rumors began circulating. Word was that Mindy had been bad-mouthing Kirk behind his back, calling him a washed-up has-been who only stayed relevant thanks to his wife Rashida's success. Initially, Kirk brushed it off. After all, love and hip-hop was no stranger to drama, and gossip like this was nothing new. But as more and more people came forward with similar stories, Kirk couldn't ignore it any longer. The whispers quickly turned into serious accusations. People started saying that Mindy had told producers that Kirk was so desperate to stay on the show that he was willing to create fake beef with others just to get attention. Mindy also allegedly told producers that Kirk was a liability to the show, bringing nothing to the table except outdated drama and scandals. That was a personal attack on Kirk. The idea that someone could say he was the one holding the show back was too much for him to bear. Before the reunion taping, Kirk reportedly pulled Mindy aside, hoping to settle things one-on-one. He wanted to talk things through, man to man, and resolve their issues. But Mindy wasn't backing down. According to sources, Mindy told Kirk, "If you're worried about what I'm saying, maybe you should fix what's broken." Those words, dripping with arrogance, pushed Kirk over the edge. His face twisted with anger, and his jaw clenched. That was all it took. What started as a heated exchange quickly turned into a full-blown screaming match, with cast members and producers watching in shock. At one point, Kirk reportedly shouted, "You were a guest on this show. I built this before you even got here." Mindy responded with a mocking laugh, which sent Kirk into a rage. Before security could step in, Kirk shoved Mindy hard, sending him stumbling into a nearby chair. That was the moment everything spiraled completely out of control. Mindy lunged at Kirk, grabbing his shirt, and in a flash, fists were flying. Chairs were overturned, glasses shattered. and cast members screamed as the fight got even more chaotic. Security rushed in, but it was too late. Both men were seeing red. Yandy Smith, Mindy's wife, was yelling at him to stop, while Rashida, Kirk's wife, was desperately trying to pull Kirk away, but nothing worked. The damage was already done. And of course, someone in the room had already pulled out their phone to capture the chaos. The footage spread like wildfire on social media, and within minutes, clips of the fight started going viral. Fans were in shock, flooding the internet with their reactions. The production team was in full panic mode. This wasn't the kind of reality TV drama they were used to. One producer reportedly said, "This is career-ending." The fight was so brutal and out of control that the producers had no choice but to shut down filming immediately. Kirk was pulled into one room, still furious and fuming, while Mindy was in another room, equally angry. Behind the scenes, executives were already discussing what to do next. While fights had happened before on reality TV, this was something different. It was dangerous. It was raw. It was destructive. And to make matters worse, the footage was already leaked to the public. The reaction was intense. Fans were divided. Some took Kirk's side, arguing that Mindy had no right to disrespect a love and hip-hop veteran like Kirk. Others sided with Mindy, claiming that Kirk had no excuse for physically attacking him. But one thing was clear: this was one of the biggest scandals the franchise had ever seen. The network executives were not only worried about the public reaction, they were concerned about their own reputation. What had happened wasn't something they could spin into good TV. There were also legal concerns. If they allowed Kirk and Mindy to stay on the show, it could send the wrong message, especially given how violent the altercation had become. The decision was made quickly. By the next morning, both Kirk and Mindy received the call that they were officially fired from Love and Hip Hop. No warning, no second chances. Just gone. Kirk was stunned. "This can't be real," he reportedly told Rashida, pacing around their Atlanta home. "They've never done anything like this before. They need me. I've been here since the beginning." But Rashida knew better. She had seen this coming. "Kirk, you laid your hands on Mindy, and it got out. They had no choice," she told him. Kirk couldn't believe it. In his mind, he wasn't just another cast member. He was Love and hip-hop royalty. He had been there from the start, built his brand, made money moves. Now they were tossing him aside like he didn't matter. Mindy also had his own reaction. When he got the call while sitting in his living room with Yandy, his body tensed. "Nah, this isn't happening," he said, shaking his head. "I bring too much to this show. They need me." But Yandy wasn't having it. She snapped, grabbing her phone and saying, "So that's it? They're just going to throw you out after everything you've done for this show?" In the end, both Kirk and Mindy were out of the picture. The Love and Hip Hop franchise had made an example out of them, showing that even the most established stars could be removed when things went too far. This was a fall from grace neither of them could have predicted. But for the network, it was a decision they had to make in order to protect their brand. What happened behind the scenes is a cautionary tale that reminds everyone in the reality TV world: no one is untouchable, not even the most iconic cast members.